Who am I to tell you this story if I don't show you results? You know what I'm saying? If I can barely count my calories and sleep. Should measure at least once, you know. It's not as overwhelming as you think. What's going on my beautiful people? A little bit of a disclaimer. I am sorry for the unprofessional setting. I'm still sick. I went out to get some sandwich meat, you know, get some groceries for my lunch for this week. I said, you know, this is probably the best time I'm gonna get to myself to record this. No noise, just enough space to talk to you guys. So as I was noting down my ingredients in my calorie app, you know, I'm not sure if you guys get curious sometimes when you look at the ingredients and you wonder if it's accurate or not. So I thought to myself, should I actually measure all these ingredients? That got me thinking. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I have some time. It should be quick, right? It's only a handful of ingredients. Cool, I take out this little $8 measuring scale I bought off of Amazon. I also use my Lose It app that I got for free in the Apple Store. So if you're looking for an alternative for MyFitnessPal, that's a good one. And also some measuring, you know, some measuring little utensils. So I start by testing, you know, I start testing the scale, make sure that works. I measure the meat, so I scale it and look at the nutritional label. They seem to add up, you know, they seem to match. Awesome, great. So not too many worries there. Then I get to the mayonnaise. And it says 50 calories, right? The point is that it has a little bit of calories. So you think, oh, okay, you know, and it says a tablespoon, right? So you're thinking like, that's a lot, right? But when you actually measure it, and I put it in that little measuring spoon, you definitely put more mayonnaise on your sandwiches than a tablespoon. So I was just like, damn, dude, like, that's nothing. That's nothing. That tablespoon, nothing. 50 calories or whatever the amount was in that little tablespoon, that's crazy. The hidden stuff, you know, the stuff that you're not measuring that actually amounts to a lot. Think about it. The mayonnaise is almost as much calories as the freaking sandwich itself, like the bread and the meat combined. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. So it's really deceiving, you know, when you look at the back of the label and you see how low on calories it is. You got to make sure you look really, really close at like the little part that says how they're measuring it by. Sometimes tablespoons, sometimes it could be by the whole container. You know, you don't know until you actually look at the label. With these tools, you can quickly see what food is actually worth eating. The mayonnaise itself is almost as much calories as the whole sandwich. Like, you pick your battles, right? You still want mayonnaise, so you don't have to completely get rid of it. You can just stop, portion yourself, measure it, make sure you're not going overboard. The calorie app tracker, the reading the nutritional facts, and then having some kind of way to measure it can go a long way. So counting calories is great. Measuring your food can ease your mind, make sure that you're on the right track. Powerful tool. I mean, there's no way you can go back to your old ways, right? Well, that's where I'm wrong. See, it's not all about tracking your calories. It's not all about measuring your food. It's not all about being like in a calorie deficit. Sometimes we neglect, you know, what our body needs. This week, I was so focused on counting calories, and that's great that I'm doing something, you know, at least to lose weight. When I over focus too much on one thing, I tend to neglect the rest of what my body needs. Like this week, I decided to stay up and play video games with my friends.
All we gotta do is let Joe get to level 6.
Next morning, I wake up miserable.
I was up until 1 a.m. playing League of Legends, and I'm suffering so much today.
It could have gone bad, you know. I wake up the next morning so miserable, so cranky. I don't feel like going to work. I feel like I just want to eat snacks, all this other stuff, and it's like, it's not just about one thing. You got to make sure you balance out your life so that you're not too focused on one thing, but taking care of everything little by little, planting little seeds. You just get overwhelmed with even the basics. Like, how basic is it to just eat less and sleep more, or sleep when you're supposed to? But it's important to remember that we're just taking baby steps, right? It's important to remember that. It's really, really important. We're gonna make mistakes. We all do. These are a lot of bad habits that we've done over our lives. We're not going to get rid of everything all at once. But that's why I'm starting off simple. I don't want to overcomplicate myself with, if I can barely count my calories and sleep on time. Like, now imagine if I add, hey, you got to drink all this water, or you got to go to the gym. Not that I'm not drinking water, or not that I'm not thinking about going to the gym. I will in time. It's just right now, like, let's focus up. Let's focus on the simple things. Baby steps. I can't stress it enough. And if you take it one step at a time and you don't try to just change your lifestyle like out of nowhere, we'll get through this. We'll get through this. We'll make it work. Who am I to tell you this story and push you to trust me, and me preaching that baby steps is enough? If I don't show you results, you know what I'm saying? So here are my results for the week. I lost weight this week, and that's great. I am so happy that I'm able to enjoy my week with my kid.
I got a winky
You gotta
face.
go with this.
This?
Yep.
I'm able to enjoy my time with my friends. I'm able to eat the food I want still. There's things I still gotta work on myself. I know that I'm not perfect right now. I know that. I want to enjoy life too. I'm trying to become a better person, but at the same time, enjoy my life. I don't want to burn out. Baby, like, I can't stress it enough. Baby steps. So should you measure your food all the time? No, I don't think you have to measure your food all the time. But I do believe that you should measure at least once, what you can. Obviously, you can't measure fast food. That's what the app is for. It helps you out a lot. You could see, like, the app was pretty accurate in that stuff. Or how much mayonnaise you put in your sandwiches, or how much ranch you put in your salads. You can't do that. It can't just, like, read your mind, Making your own meals, measure at least once. That way you're not ignorant about the calories that you're eating. You have an idea, have a conscious mind of what you're putting in your body. It can be time consuming, yes, but that's why you just do it once. Just once. It's not as overwhelming as you think.